I was looking forward for Abomination to get to tier 3, but here is the question. Natural or on steroids? On steroids or natural? Your choice. Hello gang, welcome to the channel, and today we're here to talk about one of the seasonal uniforms, which is Abomination. And he is absolutely stunning. How he looks like is amazing. One of the most beautiful uniforms in my mind in the game right now, and the art department did perfect with him. But let's go to see for who this character actually worth spend crystals to unlock him, because he actually costs like 3000 something crystals right now, or you can get him for free through dimension missions. I had mentioned this problem in the game that you can't actually find his bios anywhere else than buy him through the game, or else there is no second place to go and pay crystals to get him. So you have to grind his bios to farm his uniform through dimension missions and through the characters up here that is supposed to get every single time. You have to refresh, and if you are lucky enough, you're getting here Abomination. Where is he? Where is he? He's supposed to be somewhere here. Oh, lies. It's on the chest you're getting. You can see the reward here. You can get him only here. It's weird place to find him, but it's the only place you can find his bios, or else you have to unlock the character through the crystals, which now cost 3000. His uniform is gonna be available now, and you can't get the uniform again, but until other 1 year from now, the seasonal uniforms are available for 15 days, and then you have to go through 1 year and get the uniform after. But yes, the point here is that we're gonna talk about him with and without the uniform, because this video I don't wanna be only for the uniform. In my mind, without the uniform, he has even similar, actually he has similar value and perhaps better value in most cases. And why I'm saying that, it's because they F up his passive abilities and his leadership. And his passive ability is supposed to give to gamma radiation allies 20% chain hit and 45% damage against supervillain, and in the same time he has the leadership, it's for all combat types 60%. And that fits perfectly with the fact that he has this tag, durability. Most of the durability characters are like combat. If you go here, you can filter the characters with the tag of durability. You can find here on the abilities, it's a sealed situation. You can see there is a lot of durability characters that you can pair him off as lead and go through World Boss Legend, or go through World Boss Legend Plus, where you can't find actually a lot of characters having durability tag and also being combat and having a lead. It's really rare, but yes, what they did, he had also this passive ability. He kept the passive ability, but they changed it. As you can see now, it's still for gamma radiation characters. So he kept the fact that he boosts also who is gamma radiation characters. Okay, let's see who knows. Sure, can I say? Yeah, the gamma radiation monster Hulk. And you can figure out who has the gamma radiation from this icon here, or else you can go again and go and find the gamma radiation tag, which is supposed to be somewhere like here, this one in the top. As you can see, there is only 6 characters, are all the Hulks. So the only Hulk that has the tier 4, it's actually the Hulk. So this character actually boosts as support and lead only Hulk. So if you don't care about Hulk, you can skip the character, you can skip the uniform right now. You don't need him. The leadership he has without the with the uniform, actually it's even more specific. it's WBL. So you get all attacks 65%, but in the same time you can't provide your passive ability except yourself, you know, because only he is zombie and gamma radiation. So in the future, if we get a uniform for She-Hulk and being She-Hulk has her own leadership. Yeah, that's the point, guys. I don't know why they did that, why they separate leadership and gamma radiation passive, you know, they mixed it up. They should put something more, something better, something specific. With this case, like the character is right now, the only thing I can go through is go and compare his uniform with or without the uniform for ABX, ABL, and World Boss Legend. Of course, you have to pair him with Hulk to see the value of the uniform. He, as a standalone character, is okay, but where you can use a tier 3, you know, you can't go level 8, you can't go tier 4. So day 1, if you see a tier 3 character that has no value as a standalone character, doing damage, you know already that the other options that are in the shop, you know, Ghost Rider, I already made a video about that, go and watch it. He is super impressive and important, and everyone should have Ghost Rider, guys. Wake up, go buy Ghost Rider. Black Bolt, I'm gonna make a video later on this week. Probably I'm gonna make a video with all together and one for Weapon Hex, Sunday and Tuesday probably. But yes, right now in our video we're gonna see how he performs with or without the uniform, and yes, how better is actually the 15% extra damage against villain compared to chain hit damage 20%. And yes, I know it was so easy that they just let the chain hit damage, so it's clearly that the new uniform it's better, but no, they had to do something, a chimichanga, whatever, and drop, remove some buffs, add some other buffs. So yeah, here we are to figure out if this uniform worth at all, even if you have Hulk. Even if you have Hulk, yes, you listen to that proper. So let's start from somewhere and let's see my Hulk's performance on Jean Grey. You know, the showcase for him, it's gonna be Hulk mainly. But before we go through that, guys, I want you to make sure that you have smashed the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, smash it, smash the like button, and let me know down below in the comments if this is a pass or smash for you. If you're a Hulk user, I totally get it. If you are not, you know, he's just amazing. He's just amazing, and he can help the progress you're doing for World Boss Legend a lot, even without the uniform or with the uniform. But yes, let's start from somewhere. Let's start from Jean 66, which is the stage I did clear. 65 I did clear through live stream 2 days ago. So let's see 66 with or without the uniform for my boy Hulk. You need to understand that day 1 Hulk gets crazy value having a support, because as you can see I'm using Hulking. If you want to know why I'm using Hulking, go check the live stream. Perhaps I'm gonna make a Hulking video, because the Hulking is the MVP here, as you're seeing. I'm using the co-op skill into the rotation. As you noticed, I learned that during my live stream I should not skip the co-op skill, at least here in this situation. As you can see, my burst damage, it's quite cool. I'm using the new uniform. I'm having the bars melting, 15 bars. You need to understand that before I wasn't able to clear the stage with just Hulk. I was struggling big time. I was close to clear it, but I couldn't do it. Now having this character on a tag with, durability tag, World Boss Legend helped me a lot. Just because I'm using Hulk, you know, if you had Thanos with the farmer uniform, he can do it without supports. But yes, I'm just saying, if you want to use specifically Hulk, if you have your Hulk already built for ABL, and you can see here, took me 1 minute and 4 seconds. This means that I can clearly do the stage, but later in the stage, you know, the run can get a lot of stuff goes wrong, you know. In the first 30 bars, it's the burst, so 1 minute and 4 seconds for me to go into the next phase. And let me show you what I was able to do with exactly the same team and not having the uniform. To be honest, I was expecting my Abomination, giving the chain hit gonna help more, against World Boss Legend than having 15% more damage against supervillains. As you're gonna see during the fight, of course, the rotations and all the stuff cannot be exactly the same, but I pretty much had the same gameplay and I tried to do exactly the same burst moments, so you can compare how much bars, how fast bars are melting. As you can see here, the bars are going down a bit slower. It was a surprise for me. As I told you, I believe that chain hit damage, it's really important for World Boss Legend, and I was expecting Hulk to underperform with the new uniform compared to the old uniform. But as it seems, the new uniform, providing the ignored dodge compared to chain hit and also 50% more damage against supervillains, helped my Hulk to do faster damage. As you can see here, we are in the same time like I was before with the uniform. So we are already 6 bars slower. And let me show you how much I end up clearing it. It's not a huge difference. The problem is that it's not a huge difference. It's 17 seconds. These 17 seconds can mean a lot, but in the same time, it's not that impressive. And you have to consider that this character specifically can only help you with only one character right now, Hulk. Abomination himself, it's bad. You're gonna use him for Shadowland, you're gonna use him for Alliance Conquest or whatever, and you're gonna use him as a support of Hulk. Not even his leadership is working for Hulk. For Hulk, you prefer using his leadership because Hulk works with HP compared to other characters that works with the all attack as stat mainly. So, only a support for Hulk feels like 17 seconds faster for World Boss Legend. But let's see what he's able to do actually for ABX. I'm gonna let you see all the gameplay with the new uniform and the best team up that you can use. Yes, the best team up that you can use is not using Taskmaster as a second support. Weirdly, it's better having old uniform Bullseye as combat and provide ignored dodge as leadership. If you can put instead of that, Hulk's lead and Taskmaster, but if you compare the output of the character using Bullseye in your team, compare using Taskmaster, somehow it's better using Bullseye. I mean, I know ignored dodge is helpful for ABX and ABL, but in the same time, I'm not sure how giving him lead and also giving him a support buff from Taskmaster here ends up being worse than using Bullseye leadership. It's crazy, but I did some runs with Taskmaster just to show you the score. As you can see here, I'm already 8.4 million deep into the run. You mainly focus on cancelling all your skills through your 5th skill, letting your 5th skill play, and when you see your 4th skill goes around like 1 second, when your 4th skill goes off cooldown, you start your rotation from it and go circle 4, 2, 1, 3, cancel everything into the 5th skill, and when you have your tier 3 skill, you let your tier 3 skill place. You can see my 5th skill, it's on 4 seconds cooldown. On the 4 seconds cooldown, I drop my tier 3, I let the character land down, and the moment he lands down, I go through the full rotation again. 4, 2, 1, 3, 5. Letting the 5th skill play again and again. So, the cancelling, I think the season just changed. This video, it's from the previous season. But yes, you can figure out what's the skills that you need to cancel. This is his performance on the season, that it's the burn effect that you need to cancel the roar. So yeah, we're not here for that, of course. As you can see, he is massing it 13.5 already, and we have 50 seconds left. I'm gonna show you the build of my Hulk, of course, but you can check yourself. My AGN, it's 40 WB death proof altogether. Or perhaps there is a space. I'm gonna show you in the game actually right after this video. The point is to have like 15 million before this roar. I am kind of short, so I probably cannot do the old cap. The old cap used to be 18 million Right now, I can't do any more than 18 million with most of my characters, except perhaps Doctor Strange and Luna right now for ABX, and perhaps Gladiator. I need to play with the characters. But you can see here, I'm smashing the boss, 16.9, 17 million. I clearly could do better, you know. It's not like the perfect gameplay. 17 million using Bullseye as lead, Abomination new uniform. Let me show you exactly the same clip with the old uniform of Abomination, and I didn't play like one time. I did play 2-3 times, I'm not sure. So this is the run without the new uniform. Oh, this is the run without the new uniform and using Taskmaster and Hulk's lead. You can see here, I'm starting with Hulk, and look at the score here. 16.6. 16.6 using old uniform with Taskmaster as a support and leadership of my boy Hulk. And let's go to see the other situation. I'm using against Bullseye here. You can see I'm using the old uniform of Abomination again. So it's the same team up like I used with the new uniform. Let's go fast forward, show you the score. Already passed through 16.6, 16.94. So it's pretty much the same thing. Using or not using the uniform for the Abomination, for ABX, for me, it's really small upgrade. Really small upgrade. I played multiple times. Yeah, I couldn't see any huge difference. Most of the times was like 100k, 200k. That's the maximum. I can't do more than 17 with him. I used to do more when I had a 300 brilliant raids on my Hulk, but now I have this one. Let me actually show you the builds. I have no artifact for Abomination, so you need to consider that if you get his artifact, you're gonna get extra value and you're gonna get extra firepower, but again only for gamma radiations and only Hulk. So let me show you how my Hulk looks like. Where is he? He is around here. Yeah, here he is. He has a brilliant rage 280. I used to have a 300, but I swap it, and you can see it's not like the best build. Actually, it's the best I could have right now. My team collection looks like that. It's the Avengers that you need to see, and it's only 1% extra pierce. It's not like I'm getting super buffs from here or something crazy. So yeah, it's not in his advantage anything else. So let me show you what he was able to do and the difference for ABL, which is another important game mode that you could use him at the end of the day if you want to buy Abomination and use your Hulk. So in this team up, you're gonna see my Hulk having the leadership. I'm using also Abomination as support, and the new uniform is equipped right now, and also it's M'Baku. M'Baku is one of the best supports in the game right now, and especially for the Combat Human Day, it's really unique. The other character that you can use on the day that there is Taskmaster also. Taskmaster is worse support than Abomination for Hulk, but for other characters like Dr. Octopus, you know, he is better. So as you can see here, my goal is having like let's go and check some key moments. When the boss moved out, I had like 3.3 million. So keep that in mind. 3.3 million when boss moved out with the new uniform. I'm gonna use exactly the same team with the old uniform. But yes, you need to use your Hulk, or else, you know, Dr. Octopus, everyone else is not getting buffed, or Namor is not getting buffed from Abomination. There is other options that they are better, like Taskmaster, as I told you, and M'Baku lead support. You know, because the other characters are using physical attack, you can use M'Baku leads also. So you wanna start your Odin Force every single time with a normal rotation. In the second rotation, you wanna drop your tier 3, charging up, you know, doing more rotations through your Odin's Force gives you extra score. As you can see here, after the first Odin Force, I have 8.6 million. This is a key moment also. 3.3 when the boss moved out in the beginning, and 8.6 when the boss when I stopped doing damage during Odin's Might. Here I did save one tier 3 skill. Here, as you can see, I used all my skills and I didn't use my tier 3 because the boss, when moves into the middle, into the second roar, you know, it's immune. So if you use your tier 3, he's not gonna get the damage that you're landing down, and your tier 3 is doing some extra damage. So I would tell you to go with the same plan I'm using right now. It's the most proper, you know. 10.6 here, and I want to see how much damage I'm gonna have during when I'm gonna pick up the orb. When you're picking up the orb, you want to have close to 20 seconds left, and you want to save your tier 4 skill. As you can see here, I saved my tier 4 skill. I went through pressing first my tier 4 skill and go through all my skills after, so I can charge my tier 4 skill again, drop my tier 3, and then go rotation by rotation. And you can see the damage is stacking up. 13.3 and one more rotation left. I'm gonna pass through 13.97, almost 14 million. During my live stream yesterday I did 14.1, so you need to consider that some things can be better, some things can be worse. But the meaning is to compare the average score I was getting using him and without the uniform. Let me show you. So this is the same run. Let's go to the key moments I was telling before. As you can see here, it's exactly this. You're dropping your rotation and you jump into the boss with your tier 3, doing your rotation again, and let the boss charge out. So it's exactly the same. 3.3 in this moment. Let me show you how the damage was until the end of my Odin's Force. I think it was way lower, but let me check it out. Before it was 8.6, now feels like more than 8.1. So it's 500,000 less damage. But yeah, during the live stream the difference was not that big. And end up not being that big, to be honest. So you have to see here, it's the last phase. I'm just showing you the gameplay into the last phase also, so you can see that I didn't F up a lot, you know. So it's 13.6, 14k, 400k difference. Yeah, is that a big deal thing for you? Overall, I totally believe Abomination getting a tier 3 was the best. You know, I really love Abomination and the fact that he can lead or support the durability characters and in extent, you know, the gamma radiation characters. But is this uniform a clearly upgrade through his basic kit? Yeah, I'm not that sure. I'm not that sure because his lead cannot work for the rest, can work only for zombie allies. And in the same time, the zombie allies that he has, you know, if you go into the tag zombie right now, there are not a lot of dudes there. There are only a few. There are actually 5 guys into the zombie tag, and this is totally weird. This is total. Weapon Hex is not. Oh my god, it's only 5 zombies right now into the game. The only one that shares the same tags are human, you know, it's these two, and villain and also combat. But yeah, being the lead for who? Doctor Strange, I mean, it's weird. Yeah, I'm not sure how cool is getting his uniform, but for sure the character itself provides a lot, and you have to go into really high World Boss Legend to understand. So in my mind, if you can pick up him with a sale, you know, it's a good deal. You're gonna have him, you can turn your ABX and ABL into Hulk. Hulk is way easier than using Dr. Octopus. Dr. Octopus is still the best to go for, and he's not providing support for him, but Dr. Octopus gameplay, it's out of this world. So yeah, I play Hulk. I strip off my dog from ABX and ABL because he was so hard to play and I was bored to do. And yes, Abomination, guys, a totally failure in my mind to give you a reason to spend 1,750 crystals. It's a full cost uniform. Looks amazing, but does not help a lot. Hulk does not help a lot anyone actually right now into the game. And if they end up dropping more zombies into the game later on, it's their bad. It's their bad. And you know, they should drop all the zombies so you can see what value you're getting when you're buying the zombie characters. You're gonna buy weapon hex to revive who? Doctor Strange. If there is a zombie Thanos, this is gonna be nice, you know. Zombie Thanos with immortality would be a really nice idea. But if they don't give us a plan about zombies, right now, Abomination, it's a fail in my mind. Tier 3 Abomination, totally smashing it, but yeah, his uniform, it's lame AF. Even if it's kind of better and provides a bit to your Hulk, doesn't really matter for most of the players. That was it. I hope you enjoyed. I hope now you know if you're gonna buy him or not. See you into the next. Kisses in your faces.